What's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day. So, listen, I was asked recently to do a video on two knives. The Natchez, boop, and boop, the Trailmaster by Cold Steel. Now, you'll notice that this looks like it did when it's stock, pretty much. I mean, aside from all the stuff on it. This one, I did a little patina myself, so you could really see what it looks like. I just wanted it to look cool. So outside of that, there's no difference in the actual knife stock to the finish. Now, I did full videos on both of these, plus there's information on these knives anywhere on the planet. This one, I believe, is the 01. Yeah, this is the 01 high carbon, and this is also the 01 high carbon steel, so they are equal in steel. Now, the guy who was asking was interested in like fighting knife style blades. What is going to be the better option? Now, this one obviously is not built as a fighting knife, particularly where this one pretty much is. But I mean, cavemen killed saber-toothed cats with sharpened sticks and rocks. So can you fight with this knife? Absolutely. And remember, every Bowie is a fighting knife first. So get that into your heads right away. Now, there's a whole bunch of ninny wah-wahs out there who say this knife can't be any good because it's a cable tang. Well, I don't know. It's lasted me this long. I've had this for years, since the 01 came out since they came out with the 01 steel. So, and you'll notice that it's the rosewood, not the G10. So this one does go back. This one is the hidden tang, obviously in the rubber coated grip. Both of them have brass guards. This one has brass pieces too. You can see the end of the cable tang there. And for people who don't know, I mean, all the little winnies, I don't know. Just because you've seen pictures of a broken one on the internet doesn't mean anything, because I've seen pictures of all these people, the same people who cry, oh, but the Ontario's SP5 or the K-bars, blah, blah, blah. I can show you pictures of those broken too. Are you going to say they suck? No, because you just don't know what you're talking about. As far as like what knife out of the two I would take into the woods, it's the Trailmaster all day. Out of these two, this would be my go-to do-all knife. If it's to wear on the side hiking, like watching out for a bear attack or a Bigfoot attack, or when you're at the ATM and those hairless big feet, who are probably a little bit shorter than me because I'm big, are there, this is the one. I mean, without a doubt. So it really depends what you want the knife for, but he just wants to know, fighting knife for fighting knife, do they compare at all? Obviously, this one's longer. It looks like they're the same thickness, and they're both pretty thick, nasty blades. This one is done off of the infamous Muso style. The Muso style just completely changed up a bit, which they did a great job on it. I think it's just absolutely stunning. This is one of the better looking blades ever made. I mean, it's just gorgeous. This one is straight up no bull, get the job done. This is what Bowies look like in the beginning, right? Aside from a lot of brass guards and stuff, this is what and rubber handles, but this is basically the shape. When you talk about the sandbar fight, he didn't carry a Muso, he carried something that looked a lot more like this in the blade shape. But let's find out. This is going to be a performance video, not a talk about it video. So let's go perform, right? So I think we need to whack at stuff. You can look at the original videos to see how they're going to do for like fine cutting and this and that. And I've done multiple hit videos with the Natchez where I'm just swinging away, just tearing stuff up, because it's awesome and it can take it no matter what those who think they know what they're talking about think they say. It's just been a beast the entire time. Let's hit it. Let's hit it right here. Make sure there's no landmines from the dogs. They like to play Rambo and leave landmines. They think everything's a war scene. All right, so we got this piece of tree right here. It's pretty solid. So let's take a few shots. Wow, I just banged on it and like a million ants came out. So I bet if I lift this, holy mo, they're carrying away their eggs and stuff right now. Let's just try and kill some of those. Wow, they're just a million ants. Oh, it's all eggs. Oh, this is just ant eggs. Wow, let's just see if we can't end some of that. They're biting my legs right now. All right, so that was crazy. I didn't expect that. Just ants everywhere. All right. Yeah. Sorry, guys. This was my home first. All right, so that's insane. They just pour out of the place. Wow. All right, so now that that's been exposed, I'm going to hit first with the Natchez. It's covered in ant gut, and we'll just see how this fighting knife with the cable tang can hold up to hard shots. And it holds up quite well, as you can see. And the cable tang is an ingenious method to reduce shock. So when you hit it, opposed to more solidly placed tangs or solidly built tangs, you're just going to get less shock. That's exactly what it's made for. That's exactly what it does. It's fantastic. I'm gonna go back to the left hand with the other one, so they are completely even. I can't believe all the ants that came out of there. And so there's no question in swing strength or hardness or where I'm hitting. Now this one, while this stuff doesn't feel bad in the hand, nowhere near the comfortability of this one in the grip. I mean, this one's got a smaller grip. This one's got a grip that's better suited for the hand. I got ants on my head. So right away, the differences in the grip are noticeable. The difference, I mean, the Natchez Bowie has a much user-friendly grip. I like it way better. And the Natchez is a better chopper. And this thing can chop. This thing can chop for days. Natchez is just better. It's, momentum, comfort, the belly, a lot of it just gonna come together. As far as that's concerned, this thing, while it's gonna knock a hole in something, I mean, honestly, it's not even close to the other blade. The ants are so pissed off, they're like all over the blades trying to bite them, because all they know is that this is what's disturbing them. But that's just crazy. So let's do a little double hand. Oh yeah. I don't think I lost my finger there, but if this is a semi-sharp, if this is what caught me, I probably would have. I caught myself with the spine, and it gave me an ay-ya moment. Swinging two different knives at the same time that are different lengths can put me off center. All right, so we'll switch hands. We'll do it again. And I can just see as I go with each shot, this is reaching the center of the tree faster than this one. All right, so let's be done with that test. Let's be done with that test. And now, really, you wanted to know the better fighting blade. So let's check for posturing and swing momentum and all that. We'll start with the Natchez. So swinging, getting the blade around, posturing, moving for strike angle. It's just so fluid. It's so fluid. Now, when you're in an actual knife fight, which I'm telling you right now, you're not going to be in. Nobody's pulling this out for a battle at the OK Corral. You're generally going to have your grip already set in your forward grip. If it's a front grip, reverse grip, rear grip, any grip you're going to take, you're going to set. The only way you're posturing is if you turn, and now you're going to switch so you can get back in. You don't want somebody knocking your blade out of your hand. And there's a lot of people out there, again, no martial arts backgrounds, no fighting backgrounds, and they're gonna say, oh, if you do that, I'm just gonna knock the knife out of your hand. You're stupid. No, you're stupid if you think I'm gonna do this. That's stupid. People have no idea what they're talking about. So if you ever hear somebody say you don't do that during a knife fight or any kind of battle, then they literally have no idea what they're talking about. If you want to watch it happen, watch a Roman, when like reenactment stuff, when they teach how the Romans were taught. When you want to get a powerful swing, boom, you swing, you let it sway, and then you carry and close. Warriors for thousands of years have spun a blade for posturing and for power. So when people tell you that crap, tell them, and it's okay, tell them I said it's okay for you to say, fuck off. They just don't know what they're talking about. All right, so here we go with the Trailmaster. Again, it's going to get around easy. It's light enough to where it's going to work through. And a lot of this stuff when you're doing out front is just getting comfortable with a blade. And it's just exercise. You know, it's like doing a kata. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to get into a fight and go like this. You know what I mean? It's a kata. It's practice. It's stuff to keep you up. If you say, oh, if you stand in front of me like this, I'll just punch you in the face. Yeah, that's why they don't do that. They just do special activities like that. Use your heads, guys. For anyone who says, oh, you don't do that. Shut up. All right, so, but that's exactly what it is. Coming around, switching grips, going from a defensive grip, offensive grip, you know, depending on how you plan on working your fight technique. It's just so easy to manipulate corners with these blades. They're just really, really well done. This one, because of the thin grip and the thick stock, it's going to get around pretty easily. This one, because of the cable tang and the extra long blade, this one just wants to go on its own. You know, you open your hand and it just wants to go. It's begging for it. How'd you do? Oh, I caught you guys. And it still went over. So as far as the whole versus thing, it's almost impossible to do a versus like which blade is better, because it really depends what you want it for. If it's a strict self-defense blade or offensive thing, or keep on your side to chase away troubles before troubles get to you, you know, because if they see it, they're not going to want to mess with you. It's called being a hard target. You have a knife or a gun or something that people can see on you. Bad guys generally don't want to fight somebody who has a chance to win. They're looking for the guy with nothing, right? So being a hard target is very, very important. Either one, though. I mean, if somebody's walking around with this thing, the general guy who wants to come over and start a fight is going to think twice. Getting a lot of wind here. Is going to think twice just because this is a pretty good sized knife. I mean, if you have your pocket knife on you with a 3-inch blade, they're going to think twice, because bad guys don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean? That's why they're bad guys. They're sissies. They attack when you don't expect it. They don't call you up ahead of time and say, hey, I'm going to be at your house at 4 o'clock to rob you. No, they try and take you by surprise because they're sissies, you know? So I got to lower you guys, come down here, because this wind just keeps on blowing you down. It's pretty heavy. You can see the flag back there. Boop, maybe. I don't even know where I'm pointing you guys. Oh wait, I reversed the camera. Can't I even see anything? So the flag in the Veterans Cemetery. Oh, maybe I'm too low. I don't know. But anyway, there's a flag back there, and it's huge, and it's sticking straight out. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. Boop boop. It's sticking straight out. That's a big, big, heavy flag. So it's pretty windy. But to answer the question on like the versus, okay, well, what's the better fighting knife? Well, either is going to do the job, right? I mean, one of these, a swing and a hit, is going to be a little bit more deadly than one of these, a swing and a hit. However, this can be pretty freaking deadly, believe me. This is going to be your better swing and hit knife, though. This thing is going to slash better. It's just going to take off more or go through more as it hits. It's just born and bred for it. This one is born and bred as a do-all. This one is born and bred as a fight-all. So if I'm hiking, here. If I'm camping, here. It's pretty simple. They're both fantastic knives. I've had both for a long time. And I would trust my life to either of these. Even if I'm out camping and I need to get camp work done, I proved it in other videos. This thing, batons, it does all that. And guess what? My cable tang is still really good. I didn't do anything stupid to break it. Just an awesome knife. But so is this. So that's it. You have two choices from Cold Steel, and you know, they're two purpose-built knives. And if you use them for the purpose they're built for, then man, you're gonna have two great knives with years of happiness living in our wild America. All right, so that's it for this one. I noticed that I do have like hairlines in the wood, but it's not even like a big crack. It's just, you can see the color. You know, there's a color difference. So if anything ever was to happen, I'd have some cracked wood. That's why they went to G10. And I would be able to do my own tang. It wouldn't matter. I mean, my own handle, it wouldn't matter. The tang isn't going to break before a wooden handle will. But it's also, I think that happened from one day when I was throwing and I hit it against a tree because I'm Donnie B all day and I'm an idiot. But even after that, it's been like that for a long time. I still swing and hit things hard and it doesn't break open. So it's really no worry to me. This one, I mean, the only scar I have is right here, and that's either from hitting it against another knife or on a throw where I hit a tree. I can't remember, but that's the only ding in that one. And again, it doesn't freaking matter. All right, so that's it for this one. Hope that answered the questions. Two great knives. If you have a chance to get either one of them, and you're on the fence, both of them are just really awesome. Both of them are worth the buy. And here's the thing: I'm not speaking that way out of a Cold Steel fanboy, because they lost my fanboyhood a long time ago. They have some of the worst customer service on the planet. The people over at Cold Steel, in my book, are a complete fail. I'm not happy with them. I haven't bought anything from Cold Steel since before the takeover, and I honestly have no plans to buy anything else from Cold Steel brand new. So if I say that these are both phenomenal, believe me, it's not because I'm trying to juice up Cold Steel. I could give a crap about Cold Steel. That's if I'm speaking completely honest. But if I am being honest, I can't also say that these are bad when they're not. They're both great. So that's it. I'm done with this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.